Yo, what up? I'm gonna make this video about the homosexual agenda. Um, what I want to say is, in this world, there's never going to be any such thing as fairness. There's never going to be any such thing as being equal. Each individual faction wants to dominate. That's it. That's it. Whether it be the atheist wants to dominate over the religious wants to dominate over the atheists, the homosexuals want to dominate over the straights, and the straight people want to dominate over the homosexual. But there, nobody really wants equal ground. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to dominate. Everybody wants their idealisms to be the primary focus of the entire world. This is why most of the time, whether it be black people, atheists, whatever like that, this is why they attack the children. See, if the children grow up with it, then they're going to be accustomed to it. This is why they're trying to promote, homosexuality in the cartoons, homosexuality in the schools, homosexuality among children. On the Tyra Banks show, they had transgendered 5-year-olds and shit like that. But nobody could just be, gay by their goddamn self. Nobody wants to be black by their goddamn self or be straight by their goddamn self. And it's a disease. You know what I mean? When people try to focus their own beliefs and dominance on someone else, like the homosexuals, they want gay schools, they want gay children, they want gay they want a gay president, they want this, that. Same thing with the feminists. The feminist wants all girls schools, the feminist wants a female president. But see, they want the dominant faction. They don't want to like equal. They don't say shit like we should have a council of presidents, that there should be one black, one white, one female, one gay president. They want one. They either want one black president, one gay president, one female president, and they want that presence to be the dominant force. And the homosexual agenda, I think people don't understand that it's going to open a floodgate of shit. It's not just a man loving a man or a woman loving a woman, but it's going to open up, it's kind of like, it's kind of hard to explain, but you can't open the floodgate and not let the fishes in. You know what I mean? You can't let one fish in without letting the other fishes in. You know what I mean? If they all live in the water. So the homosexual agenda, I wonder, what's the end game? What do you want? What is the end game? What is the result? What do you want the world to be like? That if the United States of America was built on core principles, and we came over here to live here, if they were structured around family, marriage, and Christianity, who are we to come over here and try to switch that and say, well, I want a woman to love a woman, or I want you to kill Jesus and bring in Muhammad? You know what I mean? So the homosexual agenda, I don't think people see, is going to open up a floodgate of stuff. Now they saying that, I don't know if this story is true, but it was on my Facebook page, that the mayor somewhere is saying that if the homosexuals are saying that they can't help who they like, then who are we to prison pedophiles? Who are we to prison, people who can't help what they like? So how can you say that, homosexuality is normal, but pedophilia isn't? And the man who likes the little girls can't help that he likes little girls. So he should be punished for liking little girls, but you shouldn't be punished for, liking anal sex or something like that. So this is what he's getting at. Then you got this guy, he wants to make love to his goddamn horse. This woman wants to make love to her goddamn dog. She can't help that she likes dogs. He can't help that he likes horses. You know what I mean? So they feel if the homosexuals can get away with, man on man or woman on woman, why can't it be man on dog or woman on horse or, a grown ass man on a child? You got some men who target 14-year-old girls. A 14-year-old girl, I think, is of sound mind to make conscious decisions, despite what the state thinks. So if a 45-year-old man wants to patrol the goddamn grade schools and talk to a 14-year-old girl and somehow convince her that, them being together is cool, and she consents to it and he consents to it, why should he be prisoned? It's just a choice that she make. They sent children to the electric chair. What's the name of that boy, the youngest boy to ever be sent to the electric chair? Wasn't he like 14? So you telling me it's okay to send a young black kid to the electric chair over something that he may not have known was right or wrong, or the boy who body slammed his sister or cousin and snapped her neck, and he's doing life, and he did that when he was 12 or 13. But you want to prison the pedophile who's talking to the 14-year-old because she doesn't know any better to have sex with a grown man, but you send this boy to the electric chair. Or you give this boy life, because you're saying he does know better. So this is the floodgate that is going to open, and this is what everybody's afraid of, is that it's going to take apart the structure of the fabric. See, it's the structure, whether you want to believe it or not, that's keeping everybody together. It's the fear of God that keeps one person from murdering another person. You know what I mean? It's the belief of a heaven or a hell that keeps these group of people intact. But you got the atheist who wants to tear that down. Well, what's the end game? So say you succeed in having the whole world having freedom thinking. So you got 6 billion people on the planet with their own belief and their own thoughts. Somebody's going to want to take over. You can believe that. Then you got the homosexuals that just say, I want to just be able to have sex with a man freely and then end it right there. No, it's not going to end right there. Because this man's going to say, I want to have sex with a horse freely. This woman's going to say, my dog loves me and I love my dog. You see how he comes to me and lick me in the face? I want to suck the dog's dick. And I should be able to marry my dog and be able to, do whatever to my dog out in public. This is the door that is going to open. You already got people on TV and on, the internet having sex with cow hearts and doing rituals. What about the 2 girls in Wisconsin that believed in Slender Man and tried to sacrifice another 8-year-old girl? There's crazy people in the fucking world. And the homosexual agenda has to understand that it's bigger than them. That you have to stop thinking about yourself, that you can be as sane as ever. But but you can't sit up there and want rights for yourself and discriminate against somebody else. You know what I mean? When the blacks were marching during the civil rights movement, when they passed civil rights law and affirmative action, it's not just for black people. It's for Asians, it's for Arabs, even though these motherfuckers didn't march at all. It's for Mexicans and all this stuff, even though they wasn't the ones getting lynched and hanging and all the stuff like that. But the world cannot just say, okay, affirmative action and civil rights is just for black people. It's associated with black people, but it applies to everybody. So the same thing is with the homosexual agenda, is that if they pass certain laws, is that it has to apply to the crazy people too. It has to apply to Mr. Pedophile. He can't help what he likes. You can't help what you like, and you were born liking what you like, and how do you know he wasn't born liking little girls? It's stupid to me. It's just like the kids who like death. They grow up and they want to kill the family cat, and then they get older and they want to progress it. They can't help being a killer. And you got people who just want to live a uniform life. They don't want this shit in their life. But you are forcing it on them. And this is what I've been telling the homosexual crowd for a long time, is that you know, instead of trying to force your way into Christianity, get your own religion. Instead of just saying God loves gay people and God said this and God said that and have gay pastors and all this other shit like that, just form your own thing. It's what America's about. You know, that's the same thing. Why Americans are Americans, because they didn't like King George's rule, and they decided to hop on a boat and do their own fucking thing. They didn't sit up there and try to take over the throne. They didn't try to dethrone the king. They just said, fuck it, I'm out, deuces. So if the world can't accept what you want, then go start your own damn thing. Like Pac said, start a revolution. You know? Or what's that that guy, the polygamous dude, you know what I mean? He bought like an acre of land and had his own jurisdiction on that land. He was able to do whatever he wants on that land that he bought. You know, he was his own president on that land, you know. So I think the homosexual, you know, I think everything, they're just trying to sexualize everything. People are not being intelligent. A man spent his whole life chasing women, chasing pussy, and we can sit up there and we can fight for the right of somebody to, you know, have sex with the same gender, but we can't seem to find a cure for cancer. We can't seem to do stem cell research where a person who loses his digits on his fingers or whatever like that can get his fingers back. But you so worried about where you can stick your dick or where you can lick some pussy at. You so worried about who's fucking who, and you want to show it, and you want to let everybody know you like sucking dick and all this other stuff like that. Like, you know, there's more to life than that. There's more to life than yourself. There's more to life than what you want. It's all sexual. It's all sexual. All this, you know, I was born gay is bullshit, because a sexual preference is exactly what it's called, a preference. Why call it a preference if it's not a choice? I can't help being black. Me being black is not a preference. I don't prefer being black. You know? It's just what I am. So to say something is sexual, sexuality can be controlled. Sexuality is a choice. It is my choice to go date fat women. It's my choice to go date big titty women. I can go date a flat chested chick. And then this dude got on the radio, said, well then, he was saying that you're saying that all of mankind is bisexual. Well, I don't necessarily believe in bisexual. You're either gay or straight, you know. Now, if you're a nympho, that's something else. If you have sex with anything, regardless of whatever like that, that's something else. That's something else completely. But to say that if you believe homosexuality is a choice, then you're gay, you know, that's manipulation. That's mind manipulation. You know, everything is a choice. Me being on this camera is a choice. Life is a choice. You can choose to kill yourself tomorrow. Everything in life is a choice. So for you to say that I'm looking at this guy and I can't help but to get hard and want to approach him and ram my dick in his ass, or I'm looking at this chick and all I can think about is me putting my mouth on her vagina, because, you know, gay doesn't make you gay until it becomes sexual. You know what I mean? You don't declare if you're straight or gay until it becomes sexual. You know what I mean? And that's the part people are having hard to swallow. How can a gay man call himself gay if he's never had sex with a man? You know? Oh, well, he's attracted to a man. Well, what is attraction? I'm attracted to video games. Am I, you know, a video game? Do I ever want to stick my dick in the Xbox? You know, and like, you know, it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. But the homosexual agenda and everybody's agenda, and I'm going to sum this up, everybody's agenda is dominance. Do not believe that somebody wants to be equal or fair. There is no such thing in this world, in this life, as equal or fair. One person wants to overpower the next. It's a two-sided coin. Poor cannot exist without rich. Rich cannot exist without poor. The man cannot exist without the woman. but they don't want to cohabitate. One wants dominance. The rich wants dominance over the poor. The poor wants dominance over the rich. The man wants dominance over the woman. The woman wants dominance over the man. She don't want to be equal. Nobody wants to be equal. Gays want dominance over straight. They want to be able to say 15 years down the road that if you were to say that I'm straight, they want to be able to, you know, they want to be able to say, you're what? You're straight. Oh my God. You know? So, you know, the gays want dominance over straights. Straight wants dominance over gay. Atheist wants dominance. You know what's crazy about the atheists is that their religion is the belief of non-belief. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to you? Atheism is a religion. It's the belief of non-belief. So when they go around and they want to take the crosses off the church, what are they implying? They're enforcing their beliefs on the church. But by the church keeping up the crosses, they're saying that the church is enforcing the church's belief on them. Well, who wins? See, if the churches take the crosses down and stop promoting Jesus, then they're promoting atheism. So the atheist wants dominance over religion. So that's my video. You know, a lot of this stuff is coming up on TV and everything like that. And, you know, I got a daughter and I worry about her future. I don't want to have to worry about her being 10 and Susie from school's brushing up on her and all this other shit like that. Because a lot of people saying what they got to do with me, what they got to do with me. Well, it got a lot to do with you when you got some motherfucker over here who's raising their daughter one way and you want to raise your daughter another way, and their one-way child is coming over here trying to push their own parents' belief on your child. My daughter don't want to have sex. She want to play with Pokemon cards, but you got Susie Q over here trying to show her tits and all shit like that, you know? What do you do then? How do you explain to your daughter that, you know, this guy has two dads, or this, that, and the third, how shit works? You know, it's messing up the natural cycle of the world. I'm not, you know, downgrading it, but I'm saying do it by your goddamn self. You know, they hate it when black people try to promote, you know, red beans and rice and chitlins and all this shit like that, and they tell us to keep it in the community. Well, it is in the community. A lot of shit that black people do stays in the black community. A lot of shit that white people do stay in the white community. So a lot of shit that gay people do should stay in the gay community. That's just my video.